Let me even cream my hands before I come to disgrace myself. Ooh, long time since I've actually sat down and had a proper talk. Just straight up talking on this channel. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jarida. If you're not new here, you'll know by the title of this video what this means when I do this. I'm not trying to drag people for filth, but the whole global world is facing a global pandemic. Coronavirus is having us all locked down in our houses. No one, anyone can get it. Coronavirus, I'ma get you. I'ma get you. We're all in quarantine, we're all in lockdown, we're all faced with ourselves and our environments. And for some people, it's really exposing some very bizarre behavior.
A lot of people will be scared here.
I'm here to tell you why people are mad and have no one to tell them. Girl, I came with a book. Girl, I came with pages. I came prepared today. I came with a list, honey. I came with a list, and there's a lot to say. We're all aware now that this is a virus. It's hit places like Italy. It's hit Spain. It's hit America. It's hit UK. People are dying. We're aware. We're all aware that people are dying, okay? I just need to make sure I'm reading the room correctly. So tell me why people are still going to do link-ups with their friends. I'm so sorry if your love language is physical touch and all them things there, babes. You're gonna have to soldier boy kiss me through the phone, okay? You're gonna have to holler at your friends through FaceTime. You're telling me you're still gallivanting up and down with your friends doing what? God forbid, but you will listen when you are dead. Unless you're finding the cure to coronavirus. Unless you all linking up and going to a lab and finding the cure for coronavirus. Do us all a favour and stay a little faster us at home, yeah? The turn up can wait. You know when they say turn down for what? This is the what. Somebody pass that message on when you leave today. This next one, yeah. We just have a moment of silence for the Conservatives and Boris Johnson and his government right now. Can we let's just observe 10-second silence, yeah? Starting now. 3, 2. Let's really start with the beginning of this whole pandemic. In Spain, when they was doing lockdown, France was doing lockdown, all your age mates are doing lockdown, and you want to talk to me about herd immunity? Are we cattle? They're saying, oh, let's just let this thing kind of pass along to as many people as possible because, you know, some people will build up tolerance. Sorry. So you mean to tell me, and in fact, Boris Johnson even said it, some of you will lose your loved ones. Sorry. Some of you will lose your loved ones. God forbid. Then now, Boris Johnson wants to say it's a lockdown. Now people are panic buying like crazy. But if you had just given us the correct procedures from early, things could have been done a little bit smoothly. I wouldn't have been walking into Lidl, Asda, Sainsbury's, Tesco, and not even finding a common bag of pasta. And it really makes me think, if there was an apocalypse, I don't want to be next to none of y'all. The topic of like Conservatives and the way people are moving mad and all this other stuff. So obviously the government said clap for the NHS. I know a lot of people are saying, you know, why are you clapping when you should be raising their pay, which I 100% agree with the fact that the NHS workers, they work too damn hard. They're way too underfunded, way too understaffed for their pay to be that. Like, it should be more. But I don't think clapping and paying more has to be mutually exclusive. I think you can clap and also agree with the sentiment that they should be paid more. Where the madness comes into it, the other day, let me tell you what I saw, which is when I knew a lot of people are saying when this is all said and done, oh, society is going to be so different. Oh, we're going to be living in this utopia. On Twitter the other day, I log on. I see this beautiful video of a lady who's an ambulance worker. Neighbours have left like a cup of coffee on top of her car. Everyone's clapping on the street for her, like on her way to work. Her mum's like, yeah, do the whole round, drive around the block, you know, because everyone's coming out of their houses in the morning to kind of cheer you on for the day, and they're really like rooting for you. All right, so the car itself that she was driving in, that she was going to get in, was like a really nice Audi. I guess it was a very modern, like new looking car. Pure disgrace, yeah, that I saw in the comments from people saying stuff like, oh, all the NHS workers and all these people and all the key essential workers are asking for more pay that they can afford such cars. Do you people want to see people suffer? So someone can't have nice things again?
Because at the end of the day,
how do you know that it didn't take her 10 years to save for that car? How do you know the sacrifices that she had to make to get a car? Even if she didn't have to sacrifice to get that car, mind your stinking, disgusting, dirty, hating, want to see people down business. And I don't know what that is, but that alone showed me that people are not ready for a society where there's more equality in the way that wealth is distributed. And you can't just blame the government, because at the end of the day, there's people voting in that government. So the same people that are doing clapping for NHS workers are the same people that are hating on them. Make it make sense. I really hope that you have a glass of something. Right now, here's my glass of wine that is, not gonna lie, finished. Now, let's get onto social media. Now that we've been tossed from the real world and outside, we've really been tossed into the madness, which is social media. The Instagram challenges, it was just too much. Honestly, after hour 12, I was over it already. After being tagged in about 3, I said, please, I'm pleading with you, beloveds. I literally felt like I had entered a time warp and I was in Facebook 2012. And this is even before I've got to the whole, what's that new thing that I saw on Instagram where it's like for tomorrow, where you post an embarrassing picture. Let me tell you why some of you are mad, because you guys know damn well some of those pictures that you were posting were not embarrassing. Were those the embarrassing pictures that you put on your group chat? Were those embarrassing pictures that you send on Snapchat to your friends? No. This next one is about the people that are very much saying,
if you don't come out of quarantine with an online degree from Harvard, if you don't come out of quarantine with a business plan about how you're going to take over the world and make £1 million in 10 days, if you don't come out of quarantine with a podcast, with a YouTube channel, with a new invention, but you need to do it, you're lazy.
Shut up!
No,
Shut up!
Damn.
Enough! Boy, I've been sick to my fucking stomach watching you imbeciles type things. Yeah. Stop typing.
These people are literally the people that contribute to the anxiety levels of people in society. People are telling us we can't rest because if we rest, we're lazy.
Use this time to create and get abs and write a novel and be amazing and make a podcast and learn a language and be shut up.
Some people are really fighting things, and you want to talk about if you don't come out with this, then you failed and you don't have discipline. Sir, leave the judgment at the door. This Instagram account called Bisayo Twins. I'm so sorry, I'm not Nigerian, so if I mess that up, please don't heckle me, but I tried. So it basically says, we exist in a world that interprets stillness for laziness, that praises busyness as intrinsically positive, even when outputs and intentions are more performative than justifiable. See, I need to stop there because there's a lot of self-reflection that needs to take place, because a lot of the time we are busy for busy's sake, but what are we doing it for? There's no justifiable reason why you're doing it. You're just doing it to look like you're doing something. But really, the actual outcome of it, the impact of it, the reason you're doing it, there is nothing there other than the fact that you want to show everybody that you're doing something. We are born into a system that wants us to crave what we don't have and remain constantly dissatisfied with where we are. With any opportunity to appear productive and part of the cool kids, we pursue with both hands, often unaware that we are complicit, perpetuating the anxieties of our peers, the youth, and even within. The same things that have us questioning our social currency are the very same tools we use to isolate others in a hope that the inadequacy we feel they to experience so we can be monarchs in someone else's kingdom, since we have been displaced in our own. Ooh, child. Somebody needs to hang that up, read it, and really think to themselves, am I part of the problem? This post has literally summed it up better than I ever could. Like, that was perfect. A lot of people need to understand the role that they're playing in just perpetuating this level of anxiety within people by saying you should be doing this, and like, it's okay to not always be busy. I think we all have our own journey, and for some people this time will do something amazing and propel them, and for some people it will just be something that they can say, you know, I lived through this, I got through this, and I got out the other side, and that's okay too. But I just think the insensitivity of it all and the ignorance of it all is just madness. Towards the end of the video, I'm just gonna talk about like things that you can do, you know, and not in like a judgy way or in a this is what you should do, just kind of opening the floor for things that can be done, for things that you can consider during this time, because I do think it's important to end it on a positive note. But before the positivity, let's just have a little bit more, just a smidgen of the toxicity. One of the things I wanted to talk about, yeah, is the corporations, and some of these companies are really showing the extent of greed. You're not a key or essential worker, you should be working from home, but obviously for some companies, working from home means you're not actually doing anything, and they just don't want it to be a situation where workers are getting paid, let's be honest. And the greed of some of these companies. In the beginning of the pandemic, I saw places like WH Smith and Sports Direct trying to say that they're essential work, key workers. I never knew in this life that a Slazenger tracksuit was an essential thing. I don't know how he thought he was going to get away with that. The audacity of it all. WH Smith as well. I'm not being funny, but WH Smith, babes. Magazine, stationery. Another thing that I want to talk about, yeah, this whole thing of like, why are you guys wearing makeup and dressing up to be in your living room? Can people not enjoy things in peace?
No! You can't do that! No! You cannot do that! No!
Girls want to slap on the makeup to sit in the living room, let them do just that, because maybe some of them just want to see, you know, just remind themselves, yes, I'm that girl. Yes, I'm that girl, and I will always be that girl, forever be that girl, quarantine or not. What? The sleigh will not stop. And that was not supposed to rhyme, but it did. So let people enjoy things and find, you know, whatever element of joy that they can find in this very, very weird and stressful time. If I want to highlight my... I'ma do just that. And guys want to be talking about how, oh, girls, you guys don't have hobbies. The same way we're not coming at you for playing your video games till kingdom come. Don't come for us when we want to beat our face. The last one I want to talk about, yeah. You lot are shameless, you know. Exes, people that used to link, people that used to holler. Suddenly everybody and their uncle wants to come back into the woodworks. Suddenly all this alone time has made you suddenly realise, oh, I want to come back in the picture. I want to, it's so obvious. And they want to come in with a hi, I hope you're safe. No, you don't. No, you don't hope I'm safe. You hope you still have access to me. You haven't seen me in a hospital gown. You see me posting consistently. You know I'm safe. So why are you coming back in? You don't hope I'm safe. You hope to scatter somebody's life. That's what you hope to do.
Yeah. It's again me, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm disturbing you.
And because people are in their house bored, people will even be entertaining it. Because what else is there to do? It's evil, it's wicked. Things we can do at the same time. Own our hope, optimism and sense of possibility, and acknowledging the reality of the present. The reality of the present is that this is craziness. I do wake up some days and I'm like, wow, is this really the reality we're living in?
This is crazy.
But at the same time, this is gonna end. Like, we're not gonna live like this forever. So as long as you know that it's temporary and you're setting yourself up for when this is over, even if you could say that my mental space is still in a good space when this is over, that's a win. Not everybody has to have a business plan and all these other things. Like, this is temporary. Yeah, a lot of things may have been rearranged, a lot of your plans may have changed in terms of the timeline of things, but it never means that it's over. And I just think that we're all strong enough to get through this. The most important thing is that you're staying safe. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe to the video. Leave any comments below of like things that either have driven you mad and have made you feel like people are mad, or on another note, just any tips. What are you doing to kind of stay safe, stay positive during this crazy time? And please share this if you think anybody needs to see this, if you think anybody is exhibiting mad behavior. Stay tuned for the next upload. Bye. I'm literally I'm running out of everything in this damn quarantine. God damn. Papa Chi styles, pink hot comb, pink to make the boys wink. Just joking, we don't care about male validation, do we, ladies? Some people just need to rest.